Well, because the establishment media is focusing all of their attention on Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, you might not have realized that President Obama is bringing us perilously close to war with Russia. Now, Obama was set to meet with his foreign policy team today to discuss military options in Syria. Now, these options under consideration include direct strikes on Syrian military bases. So Russia has already made it very clear they've pledged to respond militarily to any direct strikes on Syrian forces. And so if the decisions that Barack Obama makes regarding Syria, they could literally spark off World War III. So obviously this is far more important than the Trump tapes and all of these victims who are coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden. But of course, everybody likes those scandalous newspapers on the side of the grocery store aisle. Loves a good scandal. Russia's even telling its citizens to find out where their closest nuclear bunkers are. They had a 2-hour-long broadcast saying, nuclear war is imminent. This was a super apocalyptic broadcast telling viewers there in Moscow, if it should happen one day, every one of you should know where the nearest bomb shelter is. It's best to find out now. Now, who knows why Russia is pumping out this propaganda to its own citizens? I don't trust their government any more than I trust my own government when it comes to these type of things. But it's abundantly clear they are gearing up for some military action. And as we know, a lot of these countries trade heavily in arms, and war is where the money is at. So we don't know really what they're doing behind the scenes, but war is on the horizon. But you would never know that because everyone's focusing on these stories that do not matter, which is why I think it's hilarious that President Obama, in his speeches where he's stumping for Hillary Clinton, is decrying America's wild, wild west on the media landscape. Okay, this is Thursday. He calls America's wild, wild west media environment for allowing conspiracy theorists a broad platform and destroying a common basis for debate. He recalled past days when just 3 television channels delivered fact-based news that most people trusted, also known as propaganda straight from the White House. Obama said democracy requires citizens to be able to sift through lies and distortions. He says we are going to have to rebuild within this wild, wild west of information flow some sort of curating function that people agree to. So they want to control your thoughts. They want to curate what you are able to access. They're not satisfied with the fact that their 3 main propaganda arms aren't really doing a very good job because no one trusts the media. They all know that they're pumping through this propaganda. So then he says there has to be, I think, some sort of way in which we can sort through information that passes some basic truthiness tests, and those that we have to discard because they just don't have any basis in anything that's actually happening in the world. So we already know, based on these WikiLeaks, that they want a dumbed-down population. They don't want people who can think for themselves. They want a compliant citizenry. So they don't like the fact that you have the ability to access alternate information. Obama is pushing for a ministry of truthiness. And lo and behold,